It's time for the Southern Mallee Giants report, and Coleman Schache. Well, they're taking everything they can do. You can only just keep winning, but the other sides that are competing for the same spots keep winning. It could still end up in a forlorn effort, but that doesn't stop the Giant boys and the Coleman Schache, one of the legends of the club, from joining us each week. Coleman, how are you?
Going well, thanks, Coleman. Good to join you.
Well, it's down to the wire because last week you did what you had to do again. Another very good win, 17-11 to 1-2 against Nil. Obviously, you demolished them at your home deck at Hopetoun after they beat you up at their Davis Park early in the season. How did you feel the game went, and what came out of the win? I mean, obviously getting players to form, but how did you feel you went in the contest?
We come to play at the right mindset, and the first half of footy was probably one of the better halves I've played all year. We got our just that quick ball movement going and moved the ball how we wanted to, and our forwards capitalised up the ground as well with some space up there. So I think we kicked 13 or 14 goals in the first half, which is something we haven't been able to do all year. And something we're aiming to do. So, hit some good form and, got some rain in the second half, which slowed it all down, and Neil sort of picked up a bit as well. But, it was a good win and kept our season alive. So it was nice.
Certainly did. Riley Cook, he was magnificent for you. Yourself in the midfield, reading the hand very well. Benjamin Webster kicked 6 goals. Luke Marnie is tough and in and under, and Zach Robbins out of defence. Josh Webster also with 3 up forward, and the great Bubba Lehman with 3 up there too, doing well. Now, the other side of the ledger, they had Jared Darlenberg and Liam Albrecht, 2 really good players. Lucas Darlenberg also amongst it. Okay, so it moves us to the reserve grade, and it's one of those seasons where the reserves might have penciled this one in, but it wasn't to be. Nil, 14-14-98 to Southern Mallee Giants, 1 goal, 3, and Nil still pushing, probably can't get to the top 4 in the top 5 in the reserves because of percentage, but a good win from them.
Yeah, it was. I think, mathematically they were still a chance, Nil, and you can tell that they definitely come to play. Put a bit of pressure on our fellas right from the word go, and they were just a bit too classy all over the field in the reserves for our fellas, and also a bit undermanned with sort of 6 or 7 out of the seniors, and I think we'll find out a bit later on. We'll get a few back in our seniors, so they'll go in a bit more positive this weekend, even though they're against the Saints, I reckon. Yeah,
they certainly will be. Last weekend, Justin Williams, Damo Cara, Nico Garcia and Hudson McCredden, the young lad coming through, Mark Williams and Tim Phelan, good with their performances, and a goal from Justin Williams, the only score for the twos. And then in the morning in the 14s, and this was the one we were hoping that the lads might be able to get it done, but it wasn't to be. Nil just got out to a good start, and in the end, 11-11, 77 to 1 goal to 8 in the final quarter.
Yeah, they did. The boys come to play. They were revved up, and they had a crack. They had some good passages of play when they got into sort of Cody's and Maxi's hands. They used the ball well, and they just sort of got a bit stuck there at centre half forward, and Nil, they had some really good players across the half back line and midfield, which made it hard to get it the whole length of the ground for the young fellas. But they had a crack and dipped in the end. Nil just sort of had those sort of 4 or 5 high class quality players that are 13, 14-year-olds that were just a bit too strong and a bit too good on the weekend.
Certainly were. Maxie Roberts, as you mentioned, Kylie Bellinger, Oliver Credlin, Cody Hallam, Cody Frankel and Spencer Williams, and a goal to Cody Frankel in the match. So round 18, and it's over to Coleman Park you go, and across the grades. The kids will start early in the morning. It won't be as early because there's obviously no 17s for you lads, but it will be a tough ask for them. They'll play against the Saints, who probably will get the mercy done fairly early. Yeah,
it will be a tough one. Always is against the Stu Horsham side who have got a lot of 13, 14-year-olds running around compared to sort of the smaller clubs with the juniors. So they'll have a crack though. They've had their breakups. Obviously they won't make finals, and had their breakup Thursday night in the pouring rain, and they were loving it out there, having to kick around in the rain. So Lewin's done a terrific job all year. So we want to thank Lewin and also Dale helping out there for what they've done throughout the year. And you can see their improvement. They've just come a long way since the start of last year even. And now Willem's had it for a couple of years there. Yeah, some good football is coming through there. So it's exciting to see. And hopefully they'll have a crack on the weekend and finish the year off well.
Yeah, absolutely. Great stuff. You got baby Hugh with you today, which is really fantastic, Coleman, to hear his little voice in the background as he develops. And I'll tell you what, going to be great to see the kids come through, the next generation of Southern Mallee Giants for the future. What about the B grade, the reserve grade? They've got a few back into the side. I noticed that some of the Ben McGee's there and Decky Brown's there and Damo Carr, I think, too. So you got some quality back into the twos, and you might test them the Horsham Saints this weekend.
Yeah, well, the Saints, they're very good outfit in the reserves. They've always got some good experienced players amongst some good, quick, fit young kids. So it'll be a tough one, but as you said, I think we've got 5 or 6 back in the seniors, which, that sends 5 or 6 back into the reserves as well. So Turbo, the coach, has got probably the biggest smile he's had all year. Bit of selection dilemmas for him for a change instead of trying to find some fellas, so it's nice. But as you said, Benny McGee, Decky Brown, all going through the midfield. Wayne O'Carra, unlucky to lose his spot in the seniors. Playing some pretty consistent footy throughout the year, but that's what the selection pressure does, and that's a good spot to be. So it'll only help the reserves, and hopefully, enough experience and run in there to really challenge the Saints this week.
Certainly going to be the Southern Mallee Giants senior team is a very good side that you're putting on the park. Could be one of your best sides, maybe even your best side of all your players almost available for the whole season.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we've as I suppose that's reflected in our sort of last 6 weeks of footy. I think we're in some good form at the moment and at the right time of the year. So I think we've got 5 6 in. So as long as we don't just rely on those handy ins to shoulder the load and everyone else keeps playing their role, which they have been in the last month, which is why we've been playing some good footy. So we've just got to play our part and hopefully get the job done and things fall their way. And it'd be lovely to get a crack at the finals if it does come through.
Yeah, absolutely. I know Angus McSwain is back in the side, and I see that out goes Bubba Lehman. I mean, did he put the hand up and say, "Come on, coaches, I performed when I was asked last week"?
Yeah, the big silver fox, he's been unlucky after 3 snags to lose his spot, but he might have, if he turned up to train on Thursday, he might have made a bit of a stronger case, I'd say.
Oh, I love it. Good stuff to hear. And, of course, the twos, the side that is there has got some strength back into it. There is no doubt about that. With the great man back into the side. Well, if he turns up, we might find that out. But, look, it is going to be a good weekend. You've got to win. And all jokes aside, you really can't be concerned about what the other 2 clubs, Dimbulla taking on Warwick and Stawell taking on the Horsham D's. You're probably going to have somebody, though, ripping across Horsham from the City Oval across to Coghlan just to keep you up to date on the scores. Yeah,
you're right. No, it's easy to look at the other results and hope things go your way and forget about what's on your own plate. So we're going to make sure we take care of what we can, and we're in the position that we're in because of what's happened in the previous games, and we can't do anything about that now. So just looking all guns forward, win as well as we can, hopefully, and fingers crossed we can hit the finals. And if things do go our way, we'll be full of momentum. So hopefully, exciting times ahead.
Yeah, good stuff. Coleman Schache joining us with little Hugh on the Friday night sports show, talking about the Southern Mallee Giants, a must-win for the weekend, and a bit of an opportunity to get off the farm with the rain that has occurred from the sprayer and spend some time with the little one. Great stuff, Coleman. I look forward to talking to you again next week, hopefully with Hugh in tow also.
Yes, that'll be lovely. Bye, man. Thanks for your work.